In this video, we're going to talk about the Stoic rules for life. If you want to be more resilient, bounce back faster from adversity, and have better relationships, then these rules will help you do just that. He meant that whatever obstacles or challenges we face in life become our path, our way forward if we choose to make them. Take the example of the basketball player who trains every day to improve his skills. For him, the ball is the obstacle. When things are going well, we tend to think that they will last forever, but the truth is that everything changes. Even the good times. In other words, we can choose how we allow events to affect us. Epicurus, one of the founders of Stoicism, once said that no man is free who is not master of himself. This is a powerful statement that has stood the test of time. We live in a world where we are constantly bombarded with messages trying to control our behavior. We are told what to think, what to say, and how to act. And it can be difficult to resist these messages and forge our own path in life. However, it is essential if we want to be truly free. True freedom comes from within. It comes from our ability to control our thoughts and actions. When we are able to do this, we are truly free. We are not controlled by external factors or by other people. We are in control of our own destiny. This is the essence of Stoicism. It is a philosophy that teaches us how to live a life of virtue and wisdom in a world that is often chaotic and unpredictable. The Stoics believe that we can find happiness and inner peace by focusing on what we can control, accepting what we can't, and living in harmony with nature and society. By following these principles, we can become masters of ourselves and live a life that is truly our own. This is important because many things are beyond our control. We cannot change the past and we cannot predict the future. All we can control is our response to events. This means that we have the power to choose not to be harmed by events. Of course, events will happen. People will say and do things that hurt us. Bad things will happen, but we don't have to let those things harm us. We can choose to rise above them. To do this, we need to develop a certain mindset. We need to learn to see events objectively and to detach ourselves from our thoughts. We also need to focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. By following these tips, we can learn to choose not to be harmed by events. This is a powerful lesson that can help us live happier and more fulfilling lives. We must remember that we are in control of our responses, not events themselves. So next time something bad happens, ask yourself, how am I choosing to respond to this situation? Am I allowing myself to be harmed or am I rising above it? We all know that life is full of ups and downs, but when things are going well, it can be easy to forget this. We start to think that this good period will last forever, but the truth is that it won't. Something will eventually change. It could be something in our personal life, something in our professional life, or something in the world around us. Things will change, and we need to be prepared for that. We can't rely on the good times lasting forever. We need to make the most of them while they last and prepare for the future. This doesn't mean that we should stop enjoying the present moment. Of course not. We should enjoy it, but we should also keep in mind that things will change. Nothing lasts forever. We can apply this rule to almost every area of our lives. For example, if we're enjoying good health, we should enjoy it, but we should also take care of ourselves so that we can maintain our health. Or if we're in a happy relationship, we should enjoy it, but we should also work to maintain it. The bottom line is that we can't rely on anything lasting forever. We need to make the most of what we have in the present moment and prepare for the future. It's something he has to work hard to control and master. But without that obstacle, he would never improve. He would never become a better basketball player. The same is true for us in life. We must embrace the obstacles and challenges that come our way, not try to avoid them. The obstacle is the way. How do we make sure we follow this rule? Well, first off, we need to identify the obstacles. What are the things that are stopping us from achieving our goals? Once we have identified them, we need to find ways to overcome them. We can do this by breaking down the obstacles into smaller parts and then taking action to eliminate them one at a time. We also need to be persistent. When we face setbacks, it's important to remember that they're part of the process and to keep moving forward. So when you encounter an obstacle in your life, ask yourself, how can I use this to my advantage? How can I turn this obstacle into a path that leads me to success? And don't worry, there are no big philosophical mumbo-jumbo. Marcus Aurelius, the great emperor, once wrote in his meditations that people are so absorbed in their own little worlds that they don't understand the bigger picture. This is why we often feel misunderstood. We are working hard towards our goals and making sacrifices now so that we can enjoy the rewards later. But most people don't see this. They only see what we're not doing. Because we're focused on our goals, we're not going out drinking with our friends or playing video games all night. We're hitting the gym and studying instead. But our friends don't understand why we're not hanging out with them. They think we're just being lame. The same thing happens when we start dating someone new. We used to spend all our free time playing video games, but now we're spending it getting to know this person and building a relationship. Our friends don't understand why we're not playing video games anymore. They think we've just lost interest. The truth is that other people don't understand our sacrifices because they do and know what we were aiming for. They don't see the bigger picture. So we shouldn't expect them to understand why we're making certain sacrifices. Of course, it's important to communicate with our loved ones and let them know what we're aiming for. But at the end of the day, they may still not understand. That's okay. We can't control how other people think, but we can control our actions. So we should focus on that. We should focus on making the sacrifices necessary to achieve our goals and not worry about whether other people understand or not. Just good, actionable advice that has been battle-tested throughout history. Let's get started. No, 1, the obstacle is the way. Epictetus, one of the great Stoics, once said that the obstacle in the way becomes the path. 2, don't expect others to understand your sacrifices. 3, everything changes. Nothing is forever. No. 4, choose not to be harmed. One of the key teachings of Stoicism is that we have the power to choose how we respond to events. 5, no man is free who is not master of himself. If you enjoyed this video, check out some other videos like this one, which contains 5 daily habits of the most successful people. Thanks for watching.